Welcome to the very, very, very strongest One Piece podcast YouTube experience. I am your host, Captain Bill, and I'm here with my Nakama on this voyage through the Grand Line. We got First Mate Justin and Lou the Glue. Today we are here for the long-awaited, much debated Devil Fruit tier list. For those of you who are finding this on YouTube with no context, we are the very, very, very strongest One Piece podcast. The show where one friend finally convinced his two best buds to watch One Piece. Check them out. We are going through the series arc by arc, and this is our Devil Fruit tier list up to episode 135, which is just at the end of the Alabasta saga. So
great place to start. Great place.
Yeah,
Let me just right off the bat just say that I'll say this for our longtime listeners and for new YouTube subscribers. You know, I hotly debated doing this format because first of all, who wants to see this like live on stream, and like, you know, for everybody who's listening on podcast services, this is what we look like. I know that's what you were thinking the whole
big
time.
Face
what do
reveal.
they?
Yeah. we're sorry.
Oh, we should do we got a little outfit reveal. Like, Lou, show them what you got going.
Oh yeah,
Lou's got the Zoro. This is the Zoro Shibodi Archipelago look he's got going here, and you know who I had to represent? Bon-chan. Oh, come away!
Oh, come away!
Justin, you got a Zoro vibe going too.
Yeah, he's got the Zoro button down.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to dress up like you guys did. Like, I got a Captain Kirk outfit in the closet. If you want me to put that on, I don't know if it goes with the theme.
That'd be good. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to cosplay, and it was almost sexy Chopper, but I was like,
the Chopper's too sexy already.
It might be too much for our first visual, and we start off and I'm just shirtless with antlers on my head.
and a thong.
A sexy purple thong.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is great. For anybody who's we're redoing the whole list.
Even though Justin hates it. He hates it.
I hate it. Like, I feel like, you know, Law and Order has been thrown out the window. It's just that's gone. But you know what? It's, you know, but we live in a not a democracy, but a cheerocracy, and Bill's the cheer captain, and I also got outvoted. So actually, in a democracy, I'd also
you'd still lose.
I'd still lose. But
it's also good, you know, to start the first stream as a little bit of a salty stream. We want to start with some drama.
No, that's
and there's gonna be nothing but salt because I'm gonna have to restate an argument.
Yeah, no, you keep
zone
doing it.
All right.
Well, you boys want to jump into it?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's
there she blows.
Okay.
So this is our official list. Like, this is the list. And so before we start, I want to talk about something. Like, you know, so I sent you guys a document. Let's make some rules. Let's make some guidelines about, so like, you know, we can so that not like chaos doesn't rule everything.
First rule, Lewis can't vote.
First rule, it's
get out, Lewis.
Yes. So I created the Devil Fruit power ranking bylaws.
Okay.
So these are bylaws that every time we
how many vetoes do we each get?
How many vetoes do we each get? Oh, that's something we can discuss. Do we want to add vetoes?
Okay.
Do we want to add Don vetoes? Do we want to add
Don vetoes?
So the purpose of the document is to create rules of order of ranking Devil Fruit powers. All right. So what kind of rules do we want? So first of all, this is the initial ranking. So this one's going to be a little bit easier. So we're going to be ranking these Devil Fruit powers Do we want to do a point system where I give?
No, we have the standard format. We have the
Okay.
S through D tier.
Sabd.
So we'll separate them. Those of you who are familiar with tier lists, we're going to separate these into different tiers, obviously, but also there's going to be within the tiers themselves. There's going to be some debate about which goes higher than which, right? So that's going to be the format. I'm sure most of you who are finding this on YouTube are familiar with different tier lists, so that's what we're going to be using there. The first rule that I'm going to set: no talking bad about zone types. No, it's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. It's not
Okay.
acceptable.
So I agree with the sentiment, but we do live in a republic where people should be able to speak their minds, even though they're wrong. Even though they should be wrong, they're wrong. They can still speak their minds. So
we got to do pros and cons, man. I got to be here to remind you guys how dumb the zone type can be.
All right.
Yeah, it's until like all of his favorites are sometimes you feel like they're still dumb in general.
Yeah, you know what? Dog is S tier for me. I'm going right straight to the heart.
Yeah. So I think that after we're done with this initial list, and maybe we'll discuss it the next time we do one of these videos. Then when we add new devil fruits, we have to, like, if somebody wants to move a devil fruit like around and say, like, I think we misjudged this because of like new episodes that we've seen or something like that, I think we should have to put that to a vote first.
Absolutely.
Say, are we gonna break the seal? Are we gonna open the kimono? Our list, and then even talk about moving something back up or down. So I think that's fair rule. And the second rule is I thought we should know there are no rules. No.
Yeah.
And
if this is your first club in the tier list, you have to fight.
We'll add to it as we go. All right. So I just wanted to let people know that I still got one hand on the wheel here, so we don't go into complete chaos. But let's get going. Let's get started.
Third rule: no matter how angry anybody gets, though, Justin, you can't smash your keyboard. I'm saying it now.
No, I can't walk away real angry.
This is a debate, not an argument.
All right. So, Bill, take it away. What's our first devil fruit ranking?
Gamu.
So we got the Gamu fruit.
Gum going straight into A. Got a problem with that?
You're saying
you got a problem with that?
Got no probs. Got no problem.
I would put, me personally, I put it straight into S because I do love, like, Mr. Fantastic is my favorite. And he has this stretchy belly. Personal favorite.
Stretch Armstrong
set of powers. Yeah,
great toy.
Stretch Armstrong, great toy. We can move this around as we go. If I can make I'll make my arguments as they come.
Because I imagine they could get strong. Oh, that's come my way.
Come on my way.
All right, yeah. Gum A tier, absolutely. I think Chop should be right there with it. I think Chop.
I think a hot C tier.
There's a hot C tier.
What?
Ooh, this is debate. This is debatable, like, already off the bat. We're starting with some fire.
Chop.
There you go.
No,
that's perfect.
You don't think that Chop is an A tier like ability? Like,
absolutely not. Not in any universe.
What are you talking about? You can you can decapitate yourself at will.
In a world where people use swords, like pirate swords, you can't get chopped.
I think if this was like the Bleach universe, where literally all fights are sword fights, you got an argument. But this is One Piece, baby. We got all kinds of powers, and Chop is not cutting it.
Look, I think, like, I'm not gonna say the Chop Chop is such a stupid, but if we're talking about like what Chop Chop, like like the viability of these abilities, like Gum Gum. First of all, he couldn't Gum Gum his way out of a cage. Luffy can't Gum Gum his way out of anything, and his ability is to stretch. So I think they are comparable at least. So I'm going to make an
Major
argument, at least for
disagree.
now, to put it at B. Like, to put it at B.
Lou, where are you at on this?
I think C is completely wrong. How small can you chop yourself up?
For what we've seen, it's like maybe like a hand
Wrist?
size, like the hand, and then
It's like a
kind of
Yeah,
go
I
down.
mean, like you could tank cannon blasts because
One,
you could
two,
just.
three, four.
What do you mean
chop
you
up.
could tank cannon blast?
You can't. First of all, you can cut yourself and float or fly
not-
and like get away from it.
What?
Yeah, you can dodge shit.
You can do a little bit of flying. That is the utility of this power, but
Yeah, you
you
have
can
some
only
sort of
fly so
telepathy
far
where-
from your own feet.
And
So-
flying alone is pretty tight. I mean, even if it is just like a few feet away from your feet.
Okay. First thing. All right. So first bylaw one, like this second bylaw, whatever I want to
There's
make.
no
is that-
making up powers.
No.
He
That we
can
will
get hit by a
judge-
cannon. That's Luffy can get hit by a cannon. He's fine. Not Buggy.
right,
Buggy
so-
can totally take it.
So this is what I want to do. How we will judge these powers based on, and we've talked about this on the podcast, utility. So not only like how strong you are, like by having this power, like how good you are in a fight, but also utility. I think that is very important. That we
Right,
always
but
have to
also
remember.
this is also important. I think being a person who's seen the whole series and this is also maybe for anyone who's not familiar with our show. I am the friend who got these two into One Piece. I've seen the whole series. Lou is on like, what are you on, like episode like 500-ish?
545.
And
Sorry,
Justin is seeing these episodes for the first time. So we are only talking about things that we've seen revealed up to this point. If some of these devil fruits have different properties or something that we're not maybe aware of as of One Piece anime episode 135, then that's not part of the conversation.
Okay, now part of the conversation. I'm putting that up there too.
Yeah. Buggy never tanks a cannon.
He
Cannonball?
doesn't tank a
Are
can.
you sure? But Zoro does cut steel around
we're going
episode
there.
50. So
That's true. I would say at least put Buggy at B for Buggy.
again, these
B
are
for Buggy
just
tier.
that until we lock it in for this viewing. All right. So we got to all right. So we will only speak about devil fruit abilities up until our current podcast episode, our most recent podcast, what we covered. And B, we will judge these on utility. I will put battle prowess. And what else do we want to consider when ranking these?
Is it cool?
Ooh.
That is actually good. That is actually very, very important.
Is it cool to be smooth?
It's
I mean,
kinda
everybody
cool. It makes you
always
smooth.
wants smooth skin,
Yeah.
silky smooth. But
I mean, there's whole industries.
yeah, that's true. You never have to
Yeah.
worry about your skin ever again.
Okay, all right. As
let's keep
captain, I'm gonna go ahead right there,
Smooth.
and now we can
smooth
debate it.
Is that the third one we
Ooh.
get chronologically?
These kind of like the smooth and smoke kind of happen at the same time in
Okay,
Logtown.
We don't get the
Oh, do we have to go, like,
fruit?
Or are we going like that?
I think the whisper, I think that happens right before you get to the Grand Line.
You're right.
It's after Logtown.
Yeah.
It's like a weird
you-
in between arc there.
You are 100% right.
All right,
so,
smooth.
And I think I'm also right about smooth going right into that C tier.
You can never get hit
You know, yeah, and you can never get grabbed.
What?
You can't
You
get
can never.
grabbed,
I
you
think.
can't
I think
get-
no grabs. I think you might be right, but
the bullets
maybe.
slide right off of her.
I don't know if that's true.
And then when you talk about being cool, you get to look hot. Like
Honestly,
That's true.
that's pretty big. Like,
yeah,
you can just be like super fit and not,
not
just
have to
not
worry
worry
about
about it.
Yeah.
You're just good.
No more zits. I mean, that's
Oh, okay.
You get Santana making a whole song about you. With Rob Thomas.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So so the question is it like, is it at the same tier as
Oh.
the Chop fruit? Is
actually,
it, like,
I think it should be C tier because if everything kind of like bounces off of you, or not bounces, but like slides off. What if you go to punch somebody? Like maybe you
And
can't
then
even
you
land
slide
hits.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
Then
even land
now
hits.
you're having one of those dream fight situations where you're punching all soft.
Oh, yeah.
oh
no.
man.
I can't.
Don't
I could
worry.
never.
Like, in dreams when I put my fists up, I got no hands. Like that's
Yeah.
my problem. Then my teeth fall out.
Just like real life.
Just like real life. So
yeah, maybe C tiers.
I think we
Where-
leave it in C tier and then we reevaluate it.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
obviously
reevaluate-
there's going
Are
to
we
be a
saying it's-
reevaluation.
are we saying it's better than Chop? Let's put that
No,
on the table.
no.
Okay.
This
is where the discussion comes.
Even.
Is it better than
All right,
the
let's
Chop
not.
fruit?
We have to separate the power from the power holder, because obviously I love Buggy, but are we gonna say that?
Who doesn't love Buggy?
Buggy's the best.
He is the best.
He's
Hung
gonna
out with
become-
Shanks.
He's gonna become my favorite.
What are we thinking? We're doing this contemplation because that's
All right. So what? So let's think of it. Chop. We got a little bit of flying action. We have no knife damage.
Mhm.
No
knife.
slicing damage.
No
Okay.
cannonballs. Because you could dodge them.
All right. Didn't we say that Luke couldn't talk? Wasn't that part of the
That was
the bylaws?
rule number one.
Can we put that in?
And that was a Lou
No talking
initiated
about
rule.
cannons. Yeah. All right, so smooth. We already established you're looking good. Smooth skin. These are pretty
These are
good.
bonus points for smooth.
Plus,
Definitely.
you can do that thing where like she didn't she like have some kind of like weird vehicle that she like made on Logtown or
It
Logtown to
wasn't
just
a
like
vehicle.
kind of
She just took her shoes off and
she just
slid around.
skated. She's
Oh,
out
she
here
was
skating.
skating. And you know
But
what?
the
Yeah,
con-
no. Already
Put it.
put it.
We put it
already
above
in
Chop
B.
Chop.
No,
Yep,
but
already put it in
wait.
B.
A con to this though. Imagine getting out of the shower and you're barefoot. You're gonna slip. You're gonna hit your head. You're gonna die. It's like one of the
Not
most
if you're
common.
good.
ways.
Not if you know.
No,
you're-
because your
you know
head's gonna
that.
slide right off the thing that you
So
hit
you're
it.
just sliding around the whole fucking room and you can't stop.
Yeah, it's yeah.
First of all,
great.
if you're a
Yeah, you know,
if
here-
you
oh,
know how to
here's-
use your devil fruit like
But
properly,
none of
you
us
didn't
here would
drown in
know
the
how.
shower. 'Cause you
Here's a
can't
con
swim.
against a smooth fruit though.
Yeah, sure.
Against a smooth fruit, you're dropping your cell phone all the time. Your iPhone is fucked. That you're crack screened
Yeah, it
all the
sucks.
time.
But,
You can't even-
but I'm a pirate, baby. I'm a pirate.
I don't
True.
need no iPhone.
Points are
And
made.
does she ever drop her club? She doesn't drop her club when she has a smooth fruit.
It's also a point. Yeah, so we're putting this baby above Chop.
I'm gonna.
I can't believe that.
Can we believe it? Can we believe it?
Wait, Justin,
people?
are you? I kind of did this just to be flippant and
No,
like,
no. I think that smooth
Alright.
is
I-
that 'cause it also has those utility moves. Looking good is important, especially if you're a pirate. It's all about branding.
It's all about.
And
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's when you think about what is pirating about. One of the first things people say is they say looting and then branding is got to be right up there.
And then
Pillaging.
location.
What are you selling? What's your brand and what is your product? So next one we got smoke
Boom.
soak.
Yeah.
Does-
As for
Is there
as-
any debate? Is there any debate?
Yeah,
No.
I think all these Lugia
Logia.
types.
Logia.
Lugia.
I'm
Lugia
gonna
is
say
the
Lugia.
Pokemon.
Exactly, it is. This
Legendary
Lugia.
Pokemon. Honestly, an S tier Pokemon. Let's.
Yeah, no. He is. It's legendary. So
It is legendary. That thing tanks so many hits. It does. It's true.
So So smoke. Yeah, we'll put above that. At least right now, I believe smoke.
I got
is
another S tier coming your way.
Yeah,
Flame,
right.
flame.
Right next to it.
Well, so okay, so we're talking about chronologically. We definitely got
The whisper before the flame.
whisper
flame. You're right.
before this flame.
Yeah,
stuff.
but we all know where whisper has
And
to go.
sickle.
It's gotta
Oh,
go
yeah.
S tier.
And we got all the most of the zone types.
No, that's not true. That's not true. But
We at least got a Chopper
no, Chopper is
before flame.
Chopper's after. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Chopper's before flame. You're right.
Yeah.
But let's just go ahead and
You know
this
what?
was the first JPEG that I edited with a little. All right, first of all, viewers, can we talk about these beautiful little
These
tiles that I've
images?
created for these? I mean, that's just
You did good.
it's
good, Bill.
because you know what? Some of these other tier lists, what you're gonna see. These might, no disrespect to these YouTubers, but they're looking a little sloppy when they just have bomb fruit and it's just Mr. 5. Just get, and you're like, oh, who's that guy again? I'll let me cry. But when it says bomb right over it, it's well communicated. That's what we do. This can
at the very strongest.
Very strongest communication.
3 V's. 3 V's, remember.
VVV.
Boom. That's 3. So whisper straight into D, right? We're all
what are you talking about?
that.
Whisper. I love the whisper. I love talking to
whisper.
animals.
Okay, whisper. Honestly, you know what? You could talk to your pets and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably C tier.
I'm gonna say whisper is C only so we can put sickle at D. Get that crap out of this. Get that junk out of then. What's face Kyle sucks.
Honestly, we might even at some point. His name's Eric. At some point, we might even be able to make an E tier, E for Eric, and that's going to be even below the
the lowest of the low.
Oh yeah, we're not. I don't think we're at that point where we have to make that part yet. But that viewers. That might be coming your way. And for those of you who are not familiar with the whisper, yeah. For those of you who are not familiar with the whisper or sickle, these are from filler episodes. But guess what? On our podcast, some of these other podcasts, they don't cover the fillers. You know what? We did. This is every episode.
I love how hyped you are about this because for the longest time before we started the podcast, Bill was like, no fucking fillers. I don't want to watch any fucking filler.
I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see no sickles. I don't want to see no whispers.
Eric one time.
Yeah. Dairy Queen swirl head Eric.
Yeah.
Worst haircut.
Shit out of here.
That'll be another tier list. Best and worst haircuts. We'll do that at some point.
No, yeah, we'll definitely have some debate there.
Yeah. So for right now, D. Unfortunately, as low as this can go right now. I should have thought about that before, but we'll come back.
Exactly.
We'll add the E. We'll add
the bylaws.
There must be an E tier.
There must be an E tier.
All right, Kilo.
B, baby.
All right.
Okay, so this was definitely during the podcast. This is one of the most hotly debated ones because of the ability to fly.
Yeah.
First of your ability to fly is super, super cool. Because the fact that even if you're at sea, you don't really have to worry about drowning.
Yeah, but you only fly based off of the wind.
No, I mean,
because you make yourself super light. You can't.
You make yourself lighter. If you make yourself lighter than air, then you're then you're good.
But you're getting pushed by wind, which is air.
No, but if you make yourself lighter than air, then you could float. You would float.
You think she knows which direction she's going?
Yeah, it's a bit of a Wind Waker scenario where if you're not controlling that wind, you just go where it takes you.
Yeah, like if you want to go west, but you're getting blown east. That's it. You're walking.
You know what this power is good for?
No, you're not. You just make yourself heavy again.
It's good if you're like a wrestler. You get really strong, and then you make your weight class super low. Because you get on that scale, boom, what? You're
cheating.
In the 100 pound. Yeah, you're in the 100 pound weight scale. Well, hey, who's to say what your real weight is? You're a kilo user.
Exactly.
And then you could rise to the top. And the cream always rises to the top.
And you made a cream?
Yeah, you're the cream of the crop.
The cream fruit. Yeah. All right. So what are we thinking here? I think maybe high B tier.
I'm thinking B.
High B tier. I would call it personally. I'll call this an A tier. Ability. Yeah, we can put it. We can leave it at B.
Leave it high B
for now.
That's a high B, baby.
Yeah.
All right, bomb fruit.
Also think it's B tier.
I think if we're talking strictly combat, boom. Actually, probably boom. But
whoa.
But I mean, on its face, yeah, on its face. I mean, obviously,
yeah,
Luffy.
like on its,
but in terms of utility, it's not. When you got like booger bombs and you're just like a bomb. Like, first of all, if you're the bomb guy, you're never getting on a plane. Forget about it. These days, you don't have the kilo person to fly you around. You don't have that fruit. You're a bomb guy. First of all, yeah. As soon as you go through that little machine, all the shit's going off.
Yeah, no flight.
You get arrested. Yeah, you're put on every no-flight list.
You better blow your nose.
Yeah. Oh, forget about it. And who's inviting you over? Like, honestly, bomb guy's not coming to my potluck.
No.
He's not getting the invite.
He could probably make some sweet popcorn, though.
You think you're basically Gambit. Like, that's the only comparison I can make to being the bomb guy. You're basically Gambit, and Gambit is one of the coolest.
Well, I mean, like, even like his kicks and punches were bombs.
Yeah. Remember when you kick Luffy in the face? He went,
dude.
Hi-ya!
I think he might be A tier.
I think it's an A tier ability.
Imagine punching someone in the face and exploding.
Yeah, and then you get fucking you go to jail for murder. That's a pretty low.
I want to do that.
I didn't say I wanted to. Yeah, you did.
I think this, honestly, the more I'm thinking about it in terms of like, because we're talking about the utilities and the practicality, I think this is C tier.
Well, first of all, I was going to say there's no way it's like, if we were going to put it at 8, like for some reason, I was like, okay with it being at A tier, but I was like, definitely not better than Kilo.
I think I think when we talked about it in the podcast, we might have put it in A. That just goes to show you the importance of reconsidering, because
I still think it should be A. Like, you're a bomb. You're a human bomb.
And to let everybody know, I will not be consulting the original list, only because it's more fun to talk about them again and just redecide on every single one.
You guys really thinking C?
I think
to whisper.
I'm thinking C also.
I would much rather talk to animals than be a guy who blows everything up.
We're not talking about what you would rather be. We're talking about what's the coolest.
No, that's
being a
actually
bomb guy.
That's only actually like maybe 20% based on our bylaws. There's utilities and there's also battle prowess, but battle prowess is really good. Like, that's what it has going for it.
I mean, in a world of pirates, yeah, having like the bomb fruit. That's why I'm comfortable with it being in B tier.
I'm comfortable with it being in B tier too. Are we saying it's better than Chop or Smooth? Because I'm definitely not saying it's better than Kilo.
Chop, you could avoid the boss. So
you keep saying
you could avoid the boss.
I can't wait till I have when we go through this watch through and we have visual evidence of Buggy getting blown up with shit.
That's because he's using it wrong. He's just using
it. Right. Not how Lou would use it. Anyway, wax.
wax fruit.
A tier.
Easy A, I think.
Easy A.
Oh, wax. Remind me again.
Yeah, wax, hard as iron. You could make whatever you want. You could build your own house.
Yeah. First of all, imagine what in Lou's room would not be wax right now if he had this power. It'd be, that background be wax. The fucking shirt he's wearing would have been made out of wax, dude.
Yeah. I would have given myself wax hair. It just comes up.
Which is what he kind of does in the thing.
Yeah.
We had the cake. Do you like cake?
I do like cake. If Bill, if you had wax fruit, I know for a fact the first thing you make is like a Zweihander out of wax and just.
Oh yeah, have a sweet sword for sure.
Yeah,
keep that
overheads.
Man, I'm gonna call it like above Kilo is, again. This is what I'm deciding. Like, I love me that Kilo, like that Kilo ability. Like, and what's the wax gonna do if you're up in the air?
Oh, you can make a
crush it. Like, you just get real heavy and then you just crush that wax.
First of all, wax. If I make the wax house, I'm not inviting Kilo woman over because she's gonna break all my shit.
But guess what? I'm coming no matter what. I'm Kilo. Not fucking with y'all.
How many
Poppins.
kilos? How many kilos does it take to break through iron? Like she's got to have, like you have to have. Like, a
I've
max.
watched a lot of
It's-
those videos where it's like just like one of those like piston press things, and it's just how where's the and it just like presses down on something until it blows up.
Yeah, that actually is very satisfying.
I watched a lot of those videos recently.
Yeah,
Those
what
are
I'm
nice.
saying is, like, as far as being as tough as iron, is it as strong as Zoro's sword to be able to cut through this iron, like at this point in the series? Because, like, we all know that he would have been able to cut through it, right?
Well, is iron tougher than steel, right?
Oh, that's right.
I don't know.
It's tough as iron, not as tough as steel.
I don't think so. I think
I
steel
think,
is
yeah, I think
Steel is tougher than iron, definitely.
hard as
Well-
steel is the saying.
Well,
not
no, in order to
iron.
make a steel sword, don't you need iron ignite? And like you hammer it out and do all that stuff.
I have no idea. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
then
aware
you
of
played
lose
Skyrim.
It's, no, so
I just let
steel is
Andre
tougher
and Dark
than-
Souls take care of it. I don't.
And you
I don't
just
get
let Andre
involved.
do it. He says,
Yeah, Andre.
Don't get yourself killed.
Yeah.
Don't get yourself killed in the meantime, all right? I got shit to do.
Mhm.
I'm Andre. Look, I say wax A tier all day.
I think low A is perfect for it.
Okay, then I vote then we move Kilo. If we're gonna leave it above, I want to move it to A, but we can leave it behind Wax.
All right, we
I
can
want-
fight
just
about
want
this
some more
later, but I'm
respect
fine. I'm
for
fine
Kilo
putting
Kilo.
that. I'm fine putting that there now. Munch. This is a weird.
I think Munch could be A tier.
That is true.
You could literally eat anything.
Oh.
Anything. Your body can handle it.
All right. Once again, is Munch guy getting invited over to your house?
For potluck,
Why
he's
is
gonna
like
love all of it.
why is like the people getting invited over like such?
If
a
you don't want to be
large
friends with
part-
these people, all right. Look,
no, you kick the fucking door in. You munch
Think
your
about-
way.
Yeah.
you munch.
You eat the fucking house.
Munch where you're I am. So think about this. Like you have Munch. Anything you eat gives you sustenance. You're stranded in the fucking desert. You have nothing to eat. Oh wait, except I could eat sand and still live and keep going.
But you're gonna have that big mouth.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't he have another form where he can make himself like smaller? So you can change your body weight too, which I know all that working out you do, you would fucking love that.
Well, the real interesting thing about this power is being able to add whatever you eat to kind of like your body.
Your arsenal, yeah.
Oh yeah, because you
So-
can become a house.
Yeah, I guess what I want to know is, do you poop it out? Like, because if I wait, no, hear me out. Because if I, hey, you know what? I'm going on a little trip. Like I don't want to pack all my shit on the subway, so I just eat it all. Like then it's just kind of just part of my body. Then I just like, can I just like take it out when I get to where I'm going?
I
Like,
think you can. Did
can
he
I
do
bring
that
my
with...
PlayStation 3 to work, or do you eat it
Ooh.
and then it's like, because I want to play Metal Gear 4.
Well, he took his friends out of his body. Like he ate them at one point, and then they came out.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
That is true. That
you'd
is
be like a
true.
walking backpack.
Okay. So what are we thinking here?
Oh,
A
utility
tier.
wise, then I'm
you
putting
think
it.
A tier?
Yeah,
I'm thinking like
Seems a little high.
you just made the argument for probably its biggest utility is having an unlimited pocket.
and
Like, that by itself,
And also,
is-
you can just bring your friends anywhere. You just got to eat
Yeah.
'em.
and we know
Yeah, you
that
just
you
gotta
can
eat your
eat
friends.
people. So like Kilo, they come crashing down on you. You just eat them. Now you have Kilo like in you.
no, but you
Are
can't eat
you
more than one devil
saying
fruit. You
Munch
can't eat more than-
above Kilo?
Well,
Is
no,
that
I'm
what-
not saying you would get. I'm not saying you would get the devil fruit power. I'm saying they're just gone. They're in you, and now
They're
you just have them.
dead.
Yeah,
They did.
you could literally eat somebody, and then you're on top.
Again, I'm not inviting anyone who's eating people over to my house. They're not
I
hanging
love how
out.
everything defaults to. Am I gonna invite this person over?
Are these people all hanging out
Who-
because
they
Bill
have
wants
to
to
have
hang out
friends?
with Luffy?
You're
This
gonna
is a series about friends.
You're gonna invite a guy who
dreams.
smokes into your house?
No, I'm not
Two
smoking
cigars,
anymore.
Bill. He has 2 cigars.
2 cigars in your face.
No. Oh, here's my question, Bill. All right. So if I do eat one of the other devil fruit users, since you can't eat 2 devil fruits, will you die?
That's a
Ooh.
pretty good question.
Oh,
The real question is, and this is something maybe there's not something I'm going to answer for you. I'm not even going to say if I have the answer to this question. But one thing you should think about is when a devil fruit user dies, what happens to their power?
It goes away.
And then what does it?
It comes
It becomes a
away.
devil fruit again. But how?
Oh, interesting.
And where? And what? How does it work?
Okay, enough.
You gotta plant the dead body, and it grows into a devil fruit tree of that
Ooh.
person. But that would be this is my guess right now, based on no future knowledge. 135
that-
episodes in.
And with that, the human in B tier, maybe.
Only because we get Chopper out of
More
it.
man than human.
Okay, human fruit. Let's think about it.
I think
Benefits: you get smarter. You get to be part of the dominant species of the planet.
True.
Negatives: as we see with Chopper, if you don't start off as a human, you don't necessarily get a warm welcome into human society. And if you're a human, you need to be social. That is part of the human experience. On top of that, when you're a human, you have to deal with existential dread.
And
So-
taxes.
And yeah, there we go.
Fucking
think-
D. Put it on D.
you think deers don't deal with existential dread all the time, having to worry about
Yeah, they are animals of prey.
everything being
I'm not
hunted?
saying what a deer. I'm talking strictly about humans here.
Well,
No, I'm talking. Yeah, well, we're talking about the viability of the power. First of all, it really, any other person on this list, almost any other person on this list, does not get any benefit from this
Yeah.
power because they're already human. If I eat the human fruit, I don't become more human than human, no
Yeah.
matter what the song says.
well, my question is always like, if a human eats the human fruit, is it like cannibalism? Do you just immediately become inbred? Like, it can't.
No.
What
if you
does
eat
it
the-
do to
if you
elevate
eat
you?
the human fruit, then you can just become any. I think like any form of
I could
human.
be
The same
any
way.
human.
The same way Chopper can be like a big human or a little human. You probably just can be all different. Like you can be an old guy, you can be a young guy.
I can't wait to be an old guy for this fight.
Hey,
Be old.
but you get a
Luke.
senior discount.
Oh, that is true.
No, it's a
You also get
when
back
you go to
pain.
Denny's. Yeah, you'll be like, I'm glad I ate that fruit.
go to the.
First of all, if eating a human fruit makes you have to go to Denny's, D. It's
tier,
going
yeah.
to D.
D for Denny's.
So, are we really rating the human experience in this? Like, within this
A little
fruit
bit, yeah, a little bit.
I will put this. Because I feel like there's some sort of tangentially related in their viability. I want to put it next to Whisper in C, like at a C tier level.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fair.
I think it's
I
a little
think-
bit better than Whisper.
You have
though.
to
I
pay
mean, it's better,
taxes.
so I would rank it higher. But
You
I
have to
would-
get a job.
huh?
Like if
No, you
eat-
don't. No one
Chopper
tells you
had to
you
get a
have
job.
He,
He
he
went
did
from-
not have to get a
He
job.
went from
He didn't
being
ha-
a
he
simple
didn't.
deer, and then he was like, I
He had
guess
to
I
be a
have to get my
doctor. He-
doctor.
Yeah, and why did he
You're
become
a
a doctor?
doctor.
He's got all those taxes.
Yeah,
He's got to pay them off. Student
all those
loans
student
and shit.
loans. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he had
All
tons
right,
of student loans
so-
and everything like that.
Low B or high C are we thinking here?
I'm saying low C for crappy life.
Low. So below Whisper. I think I cannot see any world in which this is below Whisper.
Okay, so Whisper, you can talk to any animal. Human, you could talk to fucking humans.
Well, okay. I guess what
And-
we're saying here though is if it's human, another animal has to eat it. So that animal can also talk to animals, and at least by One Piece logic. The other
could
thing that
talk
we're
to
not
its-
considering here is
Mhm.
that inanimate objects can eat devil fruits. That's been
True.
revealed. There's a technique to do that. So
Oh,
then I think it becomes even more disturbing
yeah.
because
My
no one
brain
wants
just
to
went
hang
there.
out with like a
Gun
no
guy.
one wants to hang out with a gun that ate the human fruit. That's
I
like
was just
He became
thinking
a
of-
person.
I'm just thinking all the other stupid shit. Like I fed my couch the human.
yeah,
fruit.
yeah. No,
The
you're-
fucking creepiest thing you could have.
Louis.
Sit on me.
Yeah.
So
First of all, that was what Lewis would do immediately after.
Well, then you just have like a small soldiers kind of situation. Like I fed my action figures the human fruit. Now they're alive. Yeah,
Roosh.
it gets way too creepy with human fruit.
Okay, I think C is a nice place for now to put human.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, because I don't think
Next
anybody's
point.
saying I don't think it's anybody saying it's better than Bomb Bomb. I don't think anybody's saying it's worse than Whisper or better than Whisper or worse than Whisper. I should say.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
and fuck Sickle. You know what I'm saying? Let's just
Yeah,
because I'm
and
looking at
yeah.
it again.
Yeah. I'm sick of looking at it.
do you
Okay.
think Sickle is better than Ox? You can cut
No
people. You can still cut
fucking
people with
way.
sickle.
That is it was the worst. I had no idea what the hell the sickle fruit actually did. Like, because they were studying how much it was wind based when it's not. It's like it's cutting for some reason, but it only cuts. So ox, I like the ox fruit.
I could see it in C
I
tier.
see.
Oh man, that's more than I
You-
thought Lou would give it. Oh man,
Yeah,
with
I
all these
thought- yeah.
compromises
Look,
he's making.
I already learned from the last time that I'm just gonna get angry, and you guys are still gonna put it in S tier.
Lou, what's your favorite one out of these so far?
Like the best one so far?
Yeah, what's your personal favorite?
Oh, probably Munch.
Munch. Okay, let's put Ox above Munch.
You
I
I hate you.
want to
Oh,
make the argument.
my favorite sickle.
Oh yeah. Well, it's in good company because you're the one at the bottom.
I walk right into that.
But Ox. So, what was the name of the character who had the Ox fruit?
Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton's in
Dalton.
Good guy,
Dalton.
Dalton.
I love.
He was a
I
good
love
guy.
Dalton.
Come on.
No, love.
Yeah,
I love
Dalton's a good
Dalton.
guy.
Yeah.
No,
When he
good
cries,
guy, Dalton.
I cry.
Yeah, exactly. You feel for this man. But Ox. Okay, I'm not gonna belabor the point with Ox. It's I like Ox. I think you look awesome as an ox. Like I think that's a good look for anybody.
You can run
That's
quick.
cool.
You're strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but you can also kill an ox with a gun, so it's
right, so-
kind of useless.
let's
Most of these things, I think you kill with. I think Kilo, you also kill with a gun pretty easily.
Oh,
Sand.
Oh,
Sand.
S tier.
Are you putting it
Yeah.
all the way up there?
Oh, no, yeah,
Absolutely.
no question.
So good. Except if you do
Okay.
get wet, you get destroyed. So you have to live in like hot places. which I
Another
actually
guy that's
hate
not
heat.
getting invited to my house. I'm not bringing the sand, motherfucker. I don't need sand. I hate sand.
So why do
Yeah,
all these
sand
other
sucks.
ones get ranked so much lower because they don't get invited to your house, but the sand guy gets an automatic pass to S tier? Put his
Because
ass
he's
at
still
least at A
strong.
tier.
He's still strong.
Yes, he's very strong.
He can fly. He can make it not rain.
Yeah, I've personally been chased
He can
by
make it
sand.
not rain. Can he make
Yeah.
it not rain?
Yeah, you can make it not rain.
And this guy's not coming over. I
Remember,
don't
he
need
sucks up
sand
moisture.
all over my camera shit.
But only with his left hand.
Yeah, still you can do
That
it.
was what blew me away. I thought either like all of his body did that, or like I was like only his left hand. How the hell does that work? How did the fruit determine? And what happened like with his other hand? I still want to know what happened to his other hand. Yeah, that's where do we put it?
Yeah,
Sand
S tier.
above smoke. Put it at the bottom at least. Put,
Oh
put
yeah. Put smoke.
What?
above
Smoke
sm-
is way better than sand.
Smoke has no solid like features.
What are you talking
except
about?
being awesome. On
Sand
smoke.
can literally become a solid feature. That is such a
Sand,
huge
no,
weakness.
sand.
Somebody
No,
throws
sand
water
becomes,
in your face, and you're able to get hit. You can't do that with smoker.
I need to think about this for a second.
How do I tell Lou he's
Go
right
fuck
without
himself.
making him realize he's right? Yeah.
No, because you're making a good point. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else noteworthy about the sand fruit that we're not taking into account here. You know what? I'm fine with doing it for now. We can revisit it later if necessary. That's
Yeah,
fine with me.
That's right.
This is fine.
This is fine. And
Bloom,
we have voted
bloom.
you anyway, so it is fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next.
Well,
one.
I'm captain. Is that good for something?
Captain.
Uh,
What the hell was Bloom Bloom? I don't remember that one.
What?
Which one was
Bloom-
Bloom Bloom?
Nico Robin. Me so
Oh,
Sunday.
I always
yeah.
forget it's called Bloom.
I
Bloom.
would consider it the hand for.
Oh my god. All right, first of all, this is going at least here.
Yeah,
I could go
yeah,
I
here.
know
you
you
could go
like
there.
it more. I know you like it more than the Gum Gum fruit. I
You
think
can
Gum Gum
literally
is
stop
better,
anything.
but
You can just grab things.
I mean, you can't. Can you grab? Like, here's the question: Can a Bloom Bloom? Could you grab the smooth person?
Yeah, you make them grab themselves, basically.
No, it would be
No, you
the
couldn't.
hand
Yeah, you
comes
wouldn't
out.
be-
The hand that comes out is not your hand. It's Nico Robin's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if I ate the fruit, Nico Robin's hands come out.
Even if you did, yeah.
First of all, the utility of this fruit
You-
unparalleled.
I see. Like you made this argument before. I'm like, I really don't see too much of a utility. Like,
It's as strong as your arms are, which
it's not. Yeah, I was like, why does Nico Robin Nico Robin's not that strong? Like, strong isn't one
She
of her
fucking
features.
whoops like everyone's ass.
she does
other
the
than
backbreaker.
Literally,
She does do the backbreaker.
other than Croc, who she even had a good strategy against Croc. She spawned the hand on his shoulder with the water.
She did.
And
That's
that
pretty
like
tight.
It's. I think though that again, well, obviously it's not better than these top three, but I just have some
yeah,
questions.
it's not better than the Logias. Yeah,
the Lugias.
I think
legendary
it's better
birds.
than Gum Gum because of the utility, but I could also the
think
thing with Gum Gum is you can basically like launch yourself around and not worry about the impact damage, and that's
Gum
pretty,
Gum has
yeah.
endless utility. First of
Yeah.
all, got to get a glass of water. Gum Gum, go stretch over.
I gotta
you
get a
could
glass
do
of
that with
water.
Bloom Bloom.
Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but well, first of all, hands come out of what? And how are you going to bring that water back to you, Bill?
With other hands.
A chain of hands.
Yeah.
A
just
chain
have
of
some-
hands? That's not utility. That's not
Yeah,
utility
that's
fruit.
total utility. Oh my god, Justin, if I had Bloom Bloom, I would probably be so fat and just not move anymore. Like I would just carry myself everywhere. I would grab from like the other side of the apartment.
No, I mean, I get
You could be
it.
playing like multiple video games at a time with all these extra hands.
This
you
is
could be
really
doing,
what
you could
Bill
be
wants
doing.
to get to.
You could be doing your own
Yeah.
chores while you're doing other shit, not worrying about it.
Sure.
Think of how
You
many lifts you could be doing. If you get gains on one hand, did they go to the other? Like,
No,
and also,
I do
let's not
know
even
how
talk
it
about all
works.
the freaky sex stuff you could do with this power.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
I could get tickled. Dude, that alone puts it S tier for sex.
Lewis based on the tickle powers.
Tickle, tickle.
I
I do agree with Bill though that I think it should be higher than Gum Gum.
Look,
I
we're-
don't. I actually. I'm not certain it should be. I think it should be like right next to Gum Gum, whether it's above or behind. I think where it's at right now is totally fine. Because the Gum Gum
I
power, it can deflect the bullets. You can like basically launch, like slingshot yourself and travel faster that way. You can just jump off of anything you want to jump off of, but also you could do like a chain of hands and come down. So there's
But,
a lot of
like,
utility for both of these.
But here's I'm gonna throw a mind bomb at you, Bill.
Go ahead and try.
So am I inviting the creepy hand person to my party, or am I inviting the guy who can stretch his arms everywhere?
Both. They are both coming to my party.
No,
yeah.
the
You better
creepy
believe it.
creepy hand person. Look at all my hand. Like it's like so.
It's not the hand.
Look at all my
unnerving.
hands.
Like ugh, like I don't want that person there. Like that freaks me out more than.
Oh man, that makes me want it even more.
Yeah, I
freak
know.
out, Justin.
Yeah,
100%.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you can keep doing that thing where you poke someone on the shoulder and they look, but you're on the other way. Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that. That'll be good. It's a classic.
I have touching problems as it is.
You could
The
throw your
mole
voice.
mole.
Yeah, will you throw your voice? What the hell are you talking about with the hand?
No, because it's not just your hands. You can make any body part.
I haven't seen that yet. That has not been canonically proven yet.
Yeah, Lou, you're jumping on a little bit here. But as we go, just trust me as we go. This Bloom, it has a lot of things
Okay,
going
well
for it.
let's keep it where it's at.
What
I
has
don't want-
just a couple things going for it is the mole fruit. I think this, since you can burrow, is better than ox. I don't know about.
I'd rather have Ox than Momo though.
Yeah, I would rather have ox than Momo.
And that's loose saying that.
So are we going here with it?
Yeah, you could just dig holes. Fuck that. Put it in D.
Oh my god!
That's so lame.
Next to Eric.
Yeah,
Sickle,
Eric.
sickle? Oh
Yeah.
my god!
you can dig
Savagery.
holes. That sucks.
But
I
you
can
go
dig a hole
fast.
right now.
So are we saying here? Is that where you want to go with it?
If I could cut somebody with the wind, I would pick that over dig a hole quick.
No, first of all, I love me some Mole Men. And second of all, I do love the idea of building your own underground society with your mole powers. Like you can have your basically you can make your own house down there. If you weren't like out there trying to fight people and stuff like that, you'd be able to go
Yeah,
dig
really
yourself.
self-made millionaire living in fucking dirt. Get that out of here.
No,
So are
that's-
we going like are we going down here with this?
Are we putting it
Look.
down there? I would not.
Would you rather be able to cut with wind or be covered in dirt and dig holes fast?
Huh? Yeah. No. The other one, the second one.
You
What?
sh-
No, I'm not fucking with you. I'm saying that. I thought the Momo was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool ability. It had it had a Chopper and Usa up for up for their fucking money the whole time. That was fun. I like the idea of traveling underground, again creating your own tunnel systems.
Well, you can't even do that in Florida. It's a sinkhole. You're just gonna be,
I
what?
think
D tier is
I
fine.
think you guys both have some pretty good points on. I was not thinking about it in either of those ways, but yeah, I it's
We're calling
hard.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's-
it's fine
that-
resting
I
right
think it's
here.
fine that I think it's fine there as long as Eric doesn't fucking creep up.
That I don't want to insult anyone.
Even though
there.
this dog one is
I
is
think
pretty-
dog is right here.
Yeah, dog sick. As much as I want a dog, I could literally make anything a dog.
Okay, so
Or you could become a dog.
I don't want
you
to
could be
a dog.
Okama, my dog.
Oh, come on, my dog.
Dice. Which one is this one?
This is Mr. One.
Oh, so sick.
Oh,
A
that's
tier.
right.
A tier. It's got
Oh, really?
what?
Oh,
okay.
no. Sorry.
What-
High B, high B.
It's got amazing combat potential. Obviously, we've seen that.
That's why you're
Amazing.
number one.
Right. But utility outside of that, first of
Yeah,
all,
it's-
you're chopping up them veggies. Maybe you know what? We've seen him. He even had a little drill thing. Maybe even smoothies.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
smoothies.
Sure.
actually, yeah. No, that as an
But-
avid smoothie drinker, yeah.
Beyond that,
Put the frozen fruit.
You're
in
as
my mouth.
strong as steel. And there's only one person I know who can cut through steel.
are we thinking
Everyone.
higher than Chop Chop? I
I
think
would-
it has less
Uh,
utility than Chop Chop in
It
terms
has
of.
less utility, but more combat prowess.
You're
Yeah.
essentially a tank. So like even getting hit in the head by something, you're like, it's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. I guess that's
Yeah.
that's a big worry of mine.
Don't have to stub your toe.
Okay.
Yeah, when you
so-
stub your toe on the desk and you cut the desk and you're like, "Fuck my desk."
So this is what I want to do, right? I want to move smooth above munch, and that way, because here's the thing: I'd rather put dice. Like, I think it's better than munch.
Dices?
Yeah, but I like smooth more than it. So
Smooth
think-
is not that great.
it's awesome.
I think Smooth actually goes under Dice.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. I think Dice is a high B.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Because
guess
think
I'm
about it, they
wrong.
both have the same kind of like skate movement. And this one, like Lou was saying, you're basically like almost made of steel. This one, you're made of what? Soap?
No,
gonna-
you're made of like it's basically frictionless. Like you can't get cut.
You can't
I
get
think
kissed.
you can get cut. Oh,
You can never get kissed
Oh.
again.
ah, oh my god.
Ah, but your tongue will be super slippery.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh well, you know what? There was some times where I said a few curse words
Oh,
earlier,
man.
and I was feeling like, oh man, this is a demonetized ass video. But you know what? I'm not feeling that bad about it anymore.
Huh?
Good.
Yeah,
That's
now
why I'm there for you,
not the
Cap.
worst. Yeah, thanks. First mate saying the things that
It's
yeah,
things that the
I
crew.
don't know that I don't know
thinking
if we were all
about.
thinking, but now we are.
Oh,
Now we
that's so
are.
funny.
The spike
Yeah.
spike.
You're so smooth.
Spike. So I don't have hair, so I don't really want that.
What?
I mean,
Why you
do
don't want to
get
be a
it-
pinhead?
You could just make your hair spiky. I don't have any, so it's like already useless to me.
No, she can
No,
make
you can
spikes on
grow
her
spikes
feet and like walk
everywhere.
up walls and shit.
Yeah. No,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
she
she
was
could turn
doing
her
that
head this
stuff.
So this is like a really good, like you're really good at like rock climbing maybe and
Yeah.
like
Shish
hiking.
kebabs. Yeah, that's a
shish
low
kebab.
tier.
And then
Okay.
at any time you can do the Wolverine and just put 3 spikes out of your hand and you just go But
Yeah,
That's
fun.
pretty big for Justin, I think. That's
Yeah.
it is
yeah.
it is always very big. Anytime I can pretend to be Wolverine,
Yeah.
another power that probably is better than
Mhm.
yeah, no, I think spikes fine there.
Low
It's not
B,
very
yeah.
exciting power, I feel, but yeah.
Put this next one in D
No.
for dog shit. He's just become an old dog. Get
I think
outta
this is
here.
the perfect spot for. I think it's better than Ox.
You think a dog is stronger than an ox?
I think you have better utility. This is a jackal, first of all, not a dog.
I'm
This is
a
dog.
jackal.
This is a form jackal.
You
so
could
it's
put it
like a
right next to
mythical-
the other dog.
No, Lou, stop.
This is a
secretly
strong
trying to
dog.
Get yeah, this is strong dog.
It's
This
a
is
man.
strong
jackal.
dog.
It's who?
It's a jackal.
Wait, who had this power again?
Jackal.
Who?
Chaka.
Chaka? Chaka, Lou. Chaka.
Yeah, he also got off screen like 3 fucking times because he
Let's
sucks.
not let Chaka be the
But
way
he
that we judge
came
his career.
back, Chaka, as the jackal.
He got his ass handed to him so many times.
I like.
I would
like
put
that.
it right next to the other dog.
I would actually put it under Ox because I still like Ox more than the dog. But
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good compromise between all 3 of our opinions about it too.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Next
Now,
one.
what I won't compromise with. Yeah, there you
Get
go.
the fuck outta here.
Put it at the top.
I think we lost a lot of viewers. I just did
Yeah.
that.
That's what I'm talking
Um,
about. It's the
You
best
put that
one.
shit in P for Pell.
So this is a falcon too. So this is a fucking. I think it goes above Kilo. I think it goes
yeah,
above. I think it goes here.
Just because you can fly.
First of all,
You can fly and you fucking fly fast and you're badass. This is free plane tickets forever.
You know what happens to birds when they fly fast? They get sucked into fucking turbines and shit.
Yeah, because
Why
they're
am I
dumb
going
birds,
into a
not me.
turbine?
Oh,
Because they
When the
got
hell ever
bird
go into a
brains, but I got
turbine?
a bill brain. That's
You-
like
you got a bill
10%
brain.
smarter.
you know what this reminds me of? Anytime we talk zone fruits, this reminds me when Justin was so excited for Ant-Man because he had the fucking power of an ant.
First of all,
The
you ain't
human-sized
seen
ant would fuck you up. Don't even.
Oh, you're right.
Don't even. You
Anthony?
saw Chimera Ant arc in
Anthony
Hunter x Hunter.
was awesome.
Anthony. Okay, so you have
His name was Anthony.
Yeah, it was his best. His
Oh
best.
my fucking
Like
God.
was it Hank
These
Pym?
movies are so fucking terrible.
No, the Hank Pym has them all numbered. He's like, oh, number 586, and he goes, wait, they don't have names. He goes, this one, I'm gonna call him Anthony. And Anthony was the best until he died. Spoilers for Ant-Man. Anthony died, and then I
He got stepped on.
because
cried.
he was had
No,
the
a
strength of
bullet.
an
He
ant.
took a bullet for Ant-Man, and I cried again. And you said, Anthony, no.
Anthony.
Okay, I think. How are we feeling about this?
Not
I
it does. It
love where
shouldn't
it's
be
at.
there.
It's you know what, it should actually be at the very top.
If
I think
anything, it's
All right,
I
make
think
an
it's
argument.
B
Make an
tier.
argument for why wax is better.
You can the versatility. Like all Bird can do is you fly like a bird. You know how many people are going to shoot at a guy flying like a fucking bird?
The first power anybody ever asks for is what? Flight. That's
No,
the first.
super
no,
strength, X-ray
no,
vision.
That's the first thing.
X-ray vision.
No,
I was thinking,
that's the
fucking
first thing anybody like. That's like superpower number
Lasers.
one. Like the
Wolverine claws.
No, that's not what. That's not what people like.
Sickle power.
Sickle
I want to
power.
dig holes real fast.
I want to dig. I want to dig a lot. No,
I want to dig
I
a
think
dirt hole.
I think since like the beginning of time, people have wanted to fly.
Yeah.
Like that is the I think just that by itself, and having something so encompassing, like as a ability to fly, like is spectacular.
People also want live action adaptations of animes, and they're wrong. So,
Well, until they're right, all it takes is one.
I think you can maybe make an argument
years.
for wax going higher, but I think
Yeah,
bird
yeah.
is good right here.
Yeah.
all right, all right. I'm outvoted. That's fine.
Like your voice cracked.
It's fine.
Cage fruit.
So you could just make cages, right?
What'd she do again?
She just made cages.
She locks people up when she does she spears somebody and puts a
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's not exciting. It's.
I would put it in D.
I think it's strong, but it's like,
You have
I
to
don't
become a
think
cop.
yeah, and it's like you can do maybe this is another one that has some good freaky utility, but like,
yeah, it's like we put it up there.
but
It's smooth.
I don't know if it goes.
Yeah, maybe.
I could. No, I think it's definitely better than sickle.
I would rather dig holes than build cages.
Yeah, you mean?
Yeah, no, I'm genuinely saying.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow, look at Lou's character development going on over here.
Fuck that cage. High D.
Okamoe!
What?
And
We have
we
a
are
whole new
back
devil
with
fruit to work.
Bonchan. Oh man, see, we want to do something special for Bonchan. One of my favorite characters in One Piece, with a
Yes.
clone fruit.
And one of the strongest powers off the bat. I want to put this. I want to say that, like, this is pretty high on my personal list.
Because you could be a spy, and you always wanted to be a spy.
Yeah, I could clone my face.
You're gonna clone your own face?
No, of
All right.
course.
Just as a starting point, I say minimum here.
Very, very minimum.
Mm.
So let's go through these.
I think above Kilo.
yes.
I'm thinking like espionage, but like other than that, Bon Clay is just awesome. I don't think the clone fruit does that much more than just like infiltration.
I think just like the clone fruit probably has one of the most like versatile uses, like out of all of it. Imagine if imagine Kanye West, right? He doesn't want to go on tour, right? So he hires
you?
Bon Clay to go fill in, and you're like, oh, I get this Delph for power, $100,000 one night, and then he says, you know what? I need the break. I need time off. Goes, gives it to you. Yep.
You
You're
just lip
there.
sync the
You
whole
play
thing?
the show.
Dude, that would be pretty tight. And you could have like a whole repertoire too. Like,
guess what?
You can
I
just
saw-
become anyone, like any of
I
your
saw-
old clients.
I saw Kanye West like during the Yeezus tour, and he wore a diamond mask the whole time, so he could have been Bon Clay under there the whole time, and I would never have known.
Or anybody else.
Or anybody.
Yeah. True.
So
Are we
but
putting it above wax though?
I would personally, but I can
I
see
okay,
somebody
obviously
saying
it has social utility.
not like it social. I think it's like social, practical. Like it's such a simple like ability that it like versatility is like through battle, like through anything. I think it's like huge.
I could do
Um,
impersonations, which would be super fun.
that'd be great for everyone.
Yeah. That's what,
In the right hands.
Like
Right
imagine if
here.
we were making this show right now, right? And then like I'm the rock. What I think it's a very, very
I'm the Rock.
Jackie Chan.
Justin being the Rock. Good.
Dude. Being Jackie Chan. That'd be fucking tight. Except everybody would know I'm not Jackie Chan because I'd be super winded after trying to do anything. Yeah, you know what? I would put Bird behind Clone.
Oh, you want to put it that high?
Lou, that's just your own agenda, though.
No, I would rather have Clone than Bird. I'm afraid of heights. I would rather do impressions.
And see, like I can't believe I would say that it's below. Oh, actually, I can't because fucking what's his face is awesome. So I would put it below Bird, above Wax. So we got at least two of us who think it's above Wax.
Yeah,
Do you
I think that's a fine
All right,
compromise.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
The thing is, I don't know if I agree or disagree. I mean, the Wax because it has this like battle ability and a lot of practical abilities is pretty high. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it right there.
Okay.
All right. So that's what
All
we
right.
got. Justin, you want to read it off?
And for the definitive, very, very, very strongest list of the devil fruit powers we have at the S tier. Flame, smoke, and sand. Now, when I go through each of these, this is how we'll do it. When I go through the tiers, then we'll discuss if we think that anything should be moved up or down. All right, so flame, smoke, sand. Is everybody fine with where they are within the S tier? Everybody got thumbs up? Okay, thumbs up. Everybody's good with that. All right. At the A tier, we have gum, followed by the bloom fruit, followed by the bird fruit, followed by the clone fruit, wax, kilo, and munch fruit. So does everybody feel that they're all every power is represented in like all these? Are these all A tier abilities? And do we want to move any of them up or down?
I
Okay.
don't agree with being a bird, but it's fine.
I don't agree with birds. The bird.
I don't think being a bird is cooler than Kilo or wax. But
No, I love being a bird. Come on my way. I think that I would move munch down to the top of the B tier.
no,
I'm with that, honestly.
Yeah. Just
I think
who am I doing a podcast with?
Okay, I think in part my problem with the munch fruit is we have not seen like the full scope. Like we haven't seen a lot of its maybe other abilities, and so there's part of the reason why I'm okay with it going in A tier is I feel like there are like interesting niche abilities that this thing has, but I haven't seen them, so I'm not sure.
But we know that you could do it. Like you can pull a weapon out from your body. Think of all your cameras.
Part of your body.
Look, I think what
You
made
want
me want to put it
hands?
at A tier is the pocket aspect. You have an unlimited pocket, which is like I think one of the coolest abilities. But like it's what you said. It's that we have not seen enough of it to I think move it into this A tier category. Because S tier it should be almost impossible to get into. Let's just put that off the bat. Like, but in this AT category is still very sought after. Like this is prime real estate. And I don't think Munch like deserves to be there.
Top of B?
top of B, I think.
I
I
can't
can go
argue.
with it there.
Like it doesn't move any rankings, but I
Yeah.
think it is a B tier ability.
Plus, then we start getting here is a nice bell curve.
And we do, and you know what?
And that's what's really important.
This, hey, it is very important.
Hey, it is, it just shows that we're doing our job.
Yeah, no, exactly. Everything's being balanced out correctly. So in B tier, that puts Munch Munch, followed by Dice Dice, Smooth Smooth, Chop Chop, Bomb Bomb, and Spike Spike. Does anybody feel that nothing got its just due within this list to that needs to be addressed? We're all good. All right. Now going into okay.
Hold up. Outside of battle, does Spike Spike have more utility than Bomb Bomb?
We were talking about being able to walk up stuff, like be able to be a good rock climber. Maybe
Yeah.
that'd be
Climb
nice.
a building, probably.
Climb a building.
Put
Spider-Man
some holes in it. But yeah,
Huh?
you could.
You know what? I'm not paying
Not
for
my
that.
building.
Yeah.
You know
I'm paying for
what?
that.
Somebody puts their hands on you, and you're like, no, and then you just spike it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's most of these powers. Is that somebody puts their hand on
True.
me, turn into a fucking ox.
I think I can make. I think this kind of goes here.
I could do that. I could do that.
I mean, obviously not in terms of just raw battle,
Like fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think but technically she was also ranked higher than Mr. 5, so maybe also in battle.
Yeah, but remember, we do have to separate the
Yeah.
user. But yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I think
I'm just trying
Spike-
to like add that into the
Mhm, yeah,
argument because we're getting down to like very niche, like
yeah, we're splitting hairs.
but also because we're talking about
bring it
power scaling and seeing where they
Mhm.
rank is also related to power scaling, which is why I'm bringing that up. So
yeah. All right. So yeah, no, I feel comfortable there too. With Spike being where it's at. So now B, does anybody have any issue with like anything in the B tier? Everything seems good now.
yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So we'll get thumbs up there. Now C. Ox fruit, dog, the jackal, human, whisper, dog. What's that say?
Dachshund.
Dachshund. Does anybody?
I do. I think
Okay.
Whisper should be above human.
Actually, I think human is the hardest one to actually rate here.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
it
there's
is the
part
hardest
of
out
me-
of all of these.
Yeah, because part of me says this should at least be the top of C tier. Like, but it's hard to conceive. I mean, because a lot of these were taken from the viewpoint of a human eating the fruit, right?
Mhm.
Because like if a dog eats the ox fruit, that's just a weird fucking dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or if the dog eats let's say the dog eats the flame fruit, then
Yeah.
it is a
and
fire
it's
dog.
Flareon.
It's
Yeah.
Flareon, which is okay, but it's not as good.
Yeah. And if your dog eats a human fruit, now you have to take care of this small weird creature.
Mm.
But
Then the
Yeah.
medical bills get way higher. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And we're back to these bills.
And if it's got the loyalty of a dog, but it looks like a human, it's like, I love you. It's like, get away from me.
Do you know when I bark that I'm actually hungry? Yeah, I know. Every
Yeah.
time.
Walk. I want to go for a walk.
I know you wanted to go for a walk. Really?
But Whisper fruit, I feel like, is more versatile because you could talk to your dog if you wanted to.
You would be a dog whisperer.
You could send messages via bird. You can probably ask animals to help you in a fight.
Right, but again, this comes down to: are we thinking about a human eating the fruit, or are we thinking about anything eating the fruit?
Mm-hmm.
First
I'm
of
talking
all,
about just the fruit itself, like to be able to talk to.
what do you mean just the
animals.
fruit? The fruit is talking to the animals?
No, if anything, the idea of
Drew the
Whisper
line and
Whisper
said,
is you can. The idea
Well,
of
no,
Whisper
because we're
Whisper.
talking about because
I know.
we're talking about who's the viewpoint that's using the fruit, right? I think if an animal eats the human fruit, being able to communicate with the dominant species on the planet, pretty big deal. Being able to become more intelligent within that space is also makes it higher ranked. But Whisper if a human is eating the human fruit, that's not really a great ability. But if a human's eating the Whisper fruit, that's a great ability. So I think in the case of a human eating it, I think that's something that we have to decide in a way is, are we talking about ourselves eating the fruit? In which case, I agree that Whisper is higher than human. If we're talking about just like actual fruit utility
Actual,
to say, you know what I mean?
yeah. Hmm. So this is like here's the thing, because now we have like because we're in the territory of guns eating fruit, and like and we have other animals eating the fruit. Then all of a sudden, like the like our spider graph or whatever, like our web just becomes like limitless of what's eating what. Um, but I think like if I would come up with if I could rewrite like a thing, I would not have human be like a devil fruit power and just have it be some other thing that made him like have these abilities. Because I think it complicates the whole devil fruit ranking or the this
It's,
Well, it
our
it's
complicates
podcast.
it.
complicating my
I
tier
don't
list.
I don't think it complicates the One Piece universe. I mean, any more than a gun being able to eat a
No,
devil fruit.
no.
Well,
That's what I'm
we
talking
should
about.
be
Like
looking at
those things
this.
like make like complicate this specific what we're doing
Yeah.
more than anything. Like
But I think we should just look at this from the viewpoint of a human eating a devil fruit. Like we've already
Yeah, I
done
guess
that
what
with
I'm
all the other
asking
ones.
is
Yeah.
is if we're doing
us.
that, then
Yeah, this
then I
is
think
we're
this well, if we're doing that, then that's
I wouldn't say that because, like, what if human fruit does just make you smarter? Like, you become a smarter human or more emotionally developed human. You know,
Lewis, you could do that every day.
I know.
And you can-
But if I could just take a bite out of a fruit and now I know math, that's cool. Like,
Yeah, it's called mescaline. It's the only way to fly.
actually do we want to just take human off the list entirely because it complicates the whole premise of the list?
no, I don't think
No,
so.
no. Because if we're taking human, then we would take dog, the gun one.
No, we
Yeah,
don't, because
you
that's still a fruit that a human could eat.
A human fruit is still a
You could
fruit a
still eat
human
the
could eat.
human fruit, and then nothing would happen. Like to me,
So
that's what
yeah,
would happen if you ate the
then
human
that makes
fruit.
it true bottom tier. Then it's true non-ability. I mean, other than so you're basically human, and then you can't swim. So literally, all you did was lose your abilities. It's actually a negative ability if a human.
You
eats
lost your humanity.
The only devil fruit power where there are no positive ramifications.
Yeah,
Only
so
negative.
I literally think but it's hard putting it under sickle because it feels like we're disrespecting Chopper, who is one of my favorite characters in the series. So,
Exactly.
I think human should just live behind Whisper because like you still have the ability of intellect and like
yeah, but you have that, and I think if we're I think this is where we have to decide. This is I think if we're talking about from the perspective of a human eating the fruit, then this is absolutely where it goes, because you literally lose the ability to swim.
yeah, but you would still have 3 forms that you can change between.
Yeah, not better than but then you're also weak to Kairoseki and your
Garoseki. So this is what I think we should be grading it on, and I'm gonna put this on the bylaws also. We have to be judging it based on what fruit would we like, what power would we rather have, right? Like, and Bill, you are 100% correct that out of all of these, human would be the one that I would eat last because I don't see any benefit to it. from like, that like I don't see any benefit from it.
Yeah.
So I would put it at the bottom. That was a tough call. And you know what? As captain, you have to make those tough calls.
Try my best.
And as first mate, I could just sit back and just let you do it. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna put that in the bylaw. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna put that in the bylaws too, because that's actually
this is a good it's a good update for the
it's-
bylaws.
yeah, exactly. So big upset there, guys. We moved the human fruit down like 5 ranks.
And again, we did not move Chopper down.
No,
Chopper was not
separating it.
disrespected here. We are a pro Chopper podcast.
We would put the
And this is
clone fruit up in the S tier.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. Let me talk directly to the camera here. I know there's a few YouTubers out there that say some stinky things about Chopper. Not on this channel.
You guys are just some swaggy idiots.
Not on this channel. Not on this channel. We don't disrespect Chopper.
Never.
No,
Never.
Not on this channel.
Never
Chopper's S tier.
disrespect. Never disrespect the
You can
Mavs.
say, "Oh, Chopper doesn't always get the best fights." Okay, but we don't disrespect Chopper. That's all.
Never.
That's all I
He
gotta
is
say.
on. He is
That's
on
fair.
the crew.
That's fair.
Let me ask you a question. Are you on the crew? Are you on
Are
the
you?
Straw Hat crew?
Do you
no,
wanna
you're
be?
not, right?
I'm not gonna drop names, but you know, and anyone who's spent some time on YouTube, you know who's talking stinky stuff about Chopper.
Stinky
know.
stuff.
And I respect a lot of this person's other opinions, some of their other opinions, but not on Chopper. We don't talk bad about Chopper.
Chopper got a cute nose. Remember that.
Big blue nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. But as far as if we're being as good hosts as we try to be, we can only respect it by being honest and truthful to you, the listener.
Yeah.
And God.
And our D list.
And our D list is it's followed Mole, followed by Cage, Sickle, and Human. Eric, you did it.
You got out of there.
You got out of the bottom. Now, if we make an F tier, Eric, you might just go there. Like
Mhm.
you might just
Just
end
an
up
Eric
being
tier, just a disrespect.
just to disrespect Eric. And this is where
Just where
we
he lives.
will grade the ability based on the user.
Soft serve looking head ass.
Yes. So I think I think nobody argue anything about where we have on the D list. But yeah,
That's
That
it.
was-
That's
that was
our
that was tough.
that's our Devil Fruit tier list. I think it's looking pretty good. Bird's a little weird, but yeah, I think we're good.
Get your
Caw-caw!
caw.
Put a bird on it.
I love how we put the bird so high,
It's
and we put Lewis's
Flying high as he should be.
It's a flying high, as he should be.
You just become a bird with the strength
And
of
then
a
we put-
bird.
And then we put Lewis's favorite character's power at the very bottom.
Look, I'm just really glad that all the zone types are like C below, except for a
the
bird.
Uh,
And that's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You'll live. You'll live. Don't worry about Lou. But I hope you guys enjoyed this special episode. And we'll do this probably every 50 episodes or so. No, every
3 episodes. Well,
every large like after every major arc, we'll probably be back to add some to the list. So if you guys like this, rate, subscribe, hit the notification bell at the top of the you should look up and it'll be there. Just hit that bell and then you'll know immediately when we drop another ep, either of the podcast that also goes up on YouTube, or if there might be a special video. There might be a special video of us going through that Cowboy Bebop trailer. We can do special reacts to it. That would be
Don't get your
great.
hopes up,
Look how
y'all.
much
Yeah.
Bill would love it. Look how
everybody
Bill would love it.
requests that
Don't
Bill
get your
watch
hopes
a
up.
reaction video.
Look at a reaction video. And then on the cover, it's going to be Bill doing this.
Yeah. Hey, that's how you get 1,000,000 clicks, man. You gotta have
That is
it.
how you get 1,000,000 clicks. You got to work the algorithm, man. You
Yeah,
got to work
that's
the
how
algorithm.
that's how it works.
But does anybody else want to say anything before we sign off?
What does Shanks usually say in a time like this?
Ah, gosh. I mean, Shanks isn't here, right? He's not the host. He's a lot of things. He's not the host of the very, very, very strongest pack. He's not on this ship. He has his own ship. You know, on his own ship, he can make his own rules. But if he was on this ship and he saw that we put the human fruit all the way at the bottom, he would say no. And when Shanks says no, I want you guys all to have a good day. And